I'd like to say happy birthday to Coog's son, 11-year-old today. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday!
There you go, man. There you go. Happy birthday. All the best to you. And back to you, Andre.
11-year-old son. Does the 11-year-old want a combine yet? Maybe we can hook him up with a free combine and get him in his game early. Anyway,
get him in the young
swag. The coolest kid in school.
Start him young. Start him early. All right, pretty much a muted open right now. Hogue, what are your thoughts on the range? I know you guys talking about taking an opening range trade in the equities. We didn't take it. Had we have taken one, would we be in the money? Stopped out? What would your thoughts be?
Well, right now we'd be long the S&P at the high of the session. We'd be short the Nasdaq at the low of the session.
Well,
it took 5 minutes to get outside that first minute bar, that first minute opening range in the Nasdaq, and then right back in it. Very indecisive here so far.
No trade.
No tempo in either direction.
No trade was the right trade.
Patience pays.
Patience does pay, indeed. I also count up
Remember,
$1,100 coming into this.
Feed the good wolf.
Sweet. Hey, Ho, before we get talk, just quick breakdown on the trade we took for those that are just tuning in. We've got 4,000 people watching already. Let's see where everyone's watching from all across the globe. Shout out to anyone in Tulsa, Oklahoma watching us. Shout out to everyone watching across the globe. But Hogue, break down quickly what we took in that trade, what we saw.
All right, so let's go a little bit further out here. So we got up to weekly kickoff high last night, right? Almost to the tick. My question is, when we get to those levels, are longer time frame traders going to adjust inventory, or are we maybe just flat out going to be too long to rally? So, being short gold has not been a very profitable thing. We took a short opening range trade. I'm going to show you that trade right now. All right. So here is the opening range, 720. Okay. Once it broke below the opening range, we took the short here at 34.72.10. 72.10 was the short. It was a pretty big opening range. It was over 40 ticks. So we were risking over 50 ticks on this trade. The market continued to push lower. It settled and rocked around here for a little bit. And once the market kind of drove lower, we took basically $15, 150 ticks on a one lot. That's $1,500 in profit on it. That was a 3-to-1 reward over risk on that trade. So that opening range trade never looked above it. Never invalidated. So we kind of looked at it. We said, okay, we're short in an uptrend.
Yep.
Bigger time frame. We're going to see money take money. Once we got the 3-to-1 reward over risk on that trade, we took the trade. Was it worth more? Absolutely. Still a great trade? Absolutely. We took a $500 loss on the opening range trade yesterday.
Order filled.
We beat that by 3 today on the upside. So good trade.
Hell yeah, Hogue. See money, take money. Yep. Got it. They got it. They got the tiger by the tail. See money, take money. Indeed. All right, seeing some buyers here in the S&Ps. I got about a 10-point range. Last 5 minutes here. 52.45. Overnight highs, 52.54. They're in the range right now. Dow cooking to the upside. New highs there. 38.832. Crude chilling out. All right. Upper left-hand corner. Upper left-hand corner. What do you say? What is in the upper left-hand corner? Hashtag fast markets. Hashtag fast markets. Hashtag power hour. Hit us up at TopStep TV on the X. Let's see some cool performance dashboard analytics. Swag, trader wins. I love seeing the calendars with all that green on it. Again, hashtag power hour. Hashtag fast markets at TopStep TV. It is wiki right now, Dakota.
Man, I mean, this open is something to this is why you don't want to you don't have to trade. You don't have to trade this type of price action. We've just been chopping back and forth. I mean, we've been only open for about 10 minutes too. So it's just patience. Let's wait, see what this market does. Don't have to trade. You don't have to trade. We don't have to place a trade.
Order filled.
Markets. We could watch it, but you don't need to trade it. I wouldn't be opposed that this thing breaks to the long side and we try and make a run for Sunday's open. That could be a possibility. I mean, this is a nice resistance area, these 160s. I could see us being 100 points up from here.
100 points up? All right.
Yeah.
So, Dakota, you're slinging the Nasdaq today?
I'm slinging the Nasdaq. Yes.
Yeah.
Sling of the Nasdaq. Okay.
Look at it, Nasdaq, indeed. Yes, we got Fed speakers left, right, and center. Eddie's going to be all over that, head on a swivel right now. Dow just keeps cooking higher here. New highs, Dow. See if Nasdaq and S&Ps want to follow. They have some earnings before the bell. GE, Verizon, 3M. What were you going to say there, Jack?
I was going to say the next Fed meeting is on the 7th, and we have a 91% chance of implied probability of keeping rates the same here, a 10% chance of madness. We know where the president stands. We know where Jerome Powell stands. 90% think that Powell will persevere on May 7th. Andre, you mentioned the blackout period.
Yeah.
New lows. I think it's like 2 weeks before, so maybe a few more days. Maybe that's why they're all speaking. They got to get their words in. Get
their words in. Their speaking fees in. Hey, cash those checks. New highs. ES. New highs. Nasdaq. By the word. What a deal. I remember when Janet Yellen would speak. She's one of the slowest speakers I've ever heard. Just
you leave that sweet old lady alone.
She is a sweet old lady. She just spoke very slowly, Eddie. We're not going to comment on monetary policies. All right, Janet, we got it. All right, new highs.
Purposeful.
Yes, very purposeful. Deliberate. Indeed, thoughtful.
You don't want some guy like rubbing his teeth out there being your Fed chair.
That's true. No fun. That's no fun indeed. Take a look at the tilt. Nothing on the tilt right now, but we got some buyers in the house. 52.55 in the ES. Dow's on the highs. Gold selling off. 34.27, down $75 from those overnight all-time highs.
Gold's so volatile.
Gold's where the action's at. Shout out
Who's thin right now?
Who's trading gold? Who's trading gold out there? I know obviously Aaron Luce, London Open.
Yeah.
Sure to watch him. All right, new highs. ES. Nasdaq. Dow.
There you go, yeah. Russell just busted north.
Yes, indeed. We'll keep an eye on Tesla throughout the day. Again, like Jack said, Tesla earnings after the bell. Also got SAP and Capital One. Tesla, the big one. Make sure to stay tuned into At the Buzzer. Coach Jay, Coach Paul. We got you covered for those earnings.
No, that one is going to be spicy. Very spicy indeed.
Yes, it is.
John Ross, you're up 2,800. Way to go.
Well done, John. Call you JR.
John Good start in the morning.
Nice start. Also gone up 1,100. Jack, some futures levels. You're looking at the correspond with the options in the ES.
Well, we kind of busted out to the north of 5,200 in the spot market here. So about 5,230 in the futures would be the 52 round number in the S&P spot. Okay. Yeah, I could be interested in buying if we kind of maintain that backstop. But right now, just letting it play out.
Okay.
I have nothing either. Like, this is just it's a weird market. I mean, do you think the market is just kind of exhausted? It's like everyone's worried about
I am
now. Then the whole Powell drama, and now it's like, we finally have something we can wait on, which is these earnings for companies. And so we have Tesla after the bell. So it's like, let's kind of, since we don't have any news coming out, we could finally rally a little bit while we wait for earnings.
Yeah. New highs here. Yeah, it feels like we're in that range that we were pre-Liberation Day. We are it's another 90 days of uncertainty, so we'll stay in this range and we'll wait, see if deals are made. But hey, here we go. New highs here. ES, Nasdaq, Dow. Any levels you're looking at up here? We're talking about TopStep daily levels, pinned in the top of the chat. Any levels you got up here in ES or Nasdaq, or gold? Hell, everything's moving.
It's opposite day. Opposite from yesterday.
Yeah, it is.
For now.
I should have just shut up and just bought it when I said I could see us going 100 points.
Where'd Ho go? Where'd Ho go?
It's going up.
Looking at the overnight high, well, yesterday's high in the S&P is 52.60.5. And we're above yesterday's high in the Nasdaq. This is something that Jay was talking about. He says he likes longs above yesterday's highs. Go up and close that gap.
Oh, man.
Hoop in the chat. We got an inverse correlation hoop. Yeah. Gold goes down.
Equities
go up. Pull up that
Nasdaq floating.
Yep. Hope that correlation matrix, really good stuff. See how strong indeed the correlation or inverse correlation is. Right now, it does seem to be showing that. All right, new highs, 52.63 in the orders. In the ES, 18,230 in the orders.
Some traders in the chat taking the long in the Nasdaq. It's paying.
Yes, it is. And Dolby, if you want to throw that matrix in the chat, pretty cool. Who's got one eye on this?
Speaking of correlations, we're also getting another big divergence between like Bitcoin and the tech stocks.
What's Bitcoin trading at, or micro Bitcoin futures? We above 90?
Pushing 90. What do we got here?
Impressive.
9,300 spot.
Damn. Shout out to them. Can't keep a good market down. All right. See if we want to keep pushing this sucker higher. I'm not seeing any speakers. There it is, Dolby time. Good stuff. Take a look at that thing. Something to take a look at after the bell. There's a lot of information there, but you find some correlations in there or inverse correlations. The closer to 100 or minus 100, the stronger the correlation. Take a look at that thing. Very, very handy. Very insightful, too. Numbers at the top of the hour. We got EU, Eurozone confidence. We got Richmond Fed. We
confidence.
Got confidence. We're talking about confidence. Well,
talking about confidence?
Famously wrong, right, Jack? Sentiment famously
always wrong. Sentiment.
It's so funny. Jack throwing shade at the sentiment surveys. We got 82% long in the Dow right now. As we continue to make new highs, buyers are strong. About 120 points off the open in the Nasdaq. New highs, 18,248. S&P's up about, call it 30 points off the open. New highs, 52.67 half.
It keeps going, man. I mean, saying it and trading it are two different things. I mean, we're up almost 2% in the Nasdaq. Man, it's just every single day we're up or down 2% anymore. And it's like last night during slow markets, I'm like, this is just such a weird. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to this market being up or 2% every single day, where we can't even have a nice range bound day and consolidate and get some nice support and resistance. I mean, this market is pushing these 200s. Next stop I have for it is, can we come up to these, upper 18,300s and maybe fill the gap on Sunday? I mean, we're at the bottom of the Sunday open. When we opened on Sunday, that the low of the candlestick, we're right there. These, 230s, top of that candlestick is going to be, 370s, 380s here in the Nasdaq. So there's plenty of room to the upside here. And it's just, I mean, buy pullbacks possibly. I'm not seeing a reason to buy this market or sell it. It's just kind of a wait and see.
That's valid. I have an image, Gabe. That thing I sent you, it's called 1% moves, just because Dakota just mentioned right there about the market being up or down 2% every day. This is an interesting observation. Year to date, the S&P 500 has already seen 19 trading days with moves lower than minus 1%, which is the same number that we got in all of 2024.
Whoa. One more time?
We've had 1% plus down days in the S&P on 19 trading days in 2025, which is the same number that we had in all of 2024.
Wow.
So you're not going slowly insane. It is a lot going on.
It's only 19 days last year. That's stuff, Jack. We just find these nuggets and tidbits, man. The whole sell-off being under 30 on the VIX. Awesome stuff. That one as well.
Yeah.
18 down days. Already got that. Already got that checked off the list. Good stuff. More buyers coming in here. Nasdaq. 18,240. Again, gold making new all-time highs overnight. 35.09. 90 cents. Almost right to the tick. Weekly kickoff high in the gold. Oh, yeah. I know you've been watching gold very, very closely. Any areas, any levels? This is the pullback. How deep of a pullback do we need? We are down $90. $90 off. Let's stretch that. About $70 off all new all-time highs overnight.
We've got potential failed downside auction. The initial balance low is right here, 34.30.80. The market broke down below it, closed the value area low from yesterday, 34.20.40 on this platform, and now is a potential failed downside auction. So there's a lot of overnight inventory was long, up against an important inflection level. They got nervous. They brought price back to value low from yesterday. If we do see a failed downside auction here, it might be an opportunity for us to look for a recovery back to the upside. Perhaps another test of that weekly kickoff high, 35.10, at some point today. A lot of risk on this failed downside auction, but we're going to see if we can't get into it.
There's our resident gold bug, John Hoagland.
Yeah,
it's been my fave this year.
Man, you remember when you said right before Valentine's Day, Hoag, if gold was at a certain price, you'd have to take back the Valentine's Day gift? You'd definitely be taking back the Valentine's Day gift at these prices.
I've been stealing it and selling it a little bit here and there.
There you go.
I mean, did you see my bracelet? Where's that watch you bought me for Christmas?
One earring here.
I don't know.
I don't know where it went. I'll get my homework. 4,700 people watching right now. Click like, follow, subscribe, and notify. Click on that bell, upper right-hand corner of your YouTube. Click on that bell so you know every time that TopStep TV is coming at you live. Whether you want to check out slow markets with Coach Dakota at the buzzer, London Open, Euro Trade, of course. What do we call this? Just the regular show?
The regular show? Fast markets. The day show.
The day show. The New York show. Yeah,
Day show.
There you go.
Day show. Still not seeing anything, man. I'm maybe waiting for a pullback, and then it's just, dude. This is not the market environment you really like to buy pullbacks, or you're more hesitant buying pullbacks because pullbacks turned into just massive sell-offs, and the next thing we know, we're going to be down 2% today. It's just, this is a tough market, man. I just wait. Just, if you don't see anything you like, just continue to wait. Is the grass really greener on the other side? I don't really want to spend my time looking at these other markets. It's always greener where you water it.
Where you water it.
You water it. Is that a Jerome? Was that Jerome that dropped that one on us? That's really good.
So,
yeah. Yeah, I got a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute now here in the Nasdaq. Let's see how that one plays out. I mean, is there a reason? House count's up 1,000. I'm up $800. It's realistic to just lock out and call it a day, an early day.
Go get the sticks.
Go hit the golf course, man. Like, the golf is out. It's beautiful. Touch grass. I know it's midweek, but that's kind of the traders, right? That's what we do. Is we don't have to trade. We don't have to be in front of this computer monitor. That there's a valid reason for that. The more we stare, the more we want to force trades. And I did that mindset class yesterday for the 150,000 subscribers.
Nice.
And that's really part of what I talked about. Is the more you stare at the charts, is the more tempting it is to overtrade and let your emotions get to you, that you feel like you're always missing out on something. Like, we're watching this market, and that's kind of what the feeling is. It's like there's not a lot of news today. We have earnings coming out. We could have a tape bomb hit at any moment about tariffs or some political stuff, and you're already up for the day. So sometimes the better thing is to lock out and maybe just continue, like, watch. Turn on something if you don't want to go do something. Watch TopStep TV. Watch something to keep yourself entertained. And I think I'm just going to sit back a little bit, be patient, and have some good conversation with you guys.
Man, oh man. I wish early days of the prop firm.
If need be.
Yeah, it was early days of the prop firm. They were saying you don't need to be sitting in front of your screen for hours and hours on end. They beat it into our head that you need to be sitting in front of the screen for hours and hours on end.
So I do think also here that, like, the earnings season this time around is going to be much more impactful than usual. As we say, every 3 months, NVIDIA earnings are the most important day of your life. But this time I really mean it. I'm really interested to see the Tesla earnings because there's a little bit of, I think, mystery going on there of like, they know it's not going to be great, but I don't think they have to go too far beyond expectations to get a really good rebound here. Tesla's leading the Mag 7 up about 4% or so right now.
Got 800 lot here.
Minutes remaining.
With you, Jack, especially the forward guidance with tariffs and things like that. We got an 800 lot downside in the ES, 52.51, bid 850 times.
1 on 800.
That,
1 for 800.
1 on 800. 1 on 800. 1 for 800. 850 to be exact. Let's see if we go again. We're changing 52.54. All right, we got a number here in 4 minutes. With that being said, a little pop quiz for the chat. Tip of the week. What was yesterday's tip of the week? First one to get it right will get a little something. I'll throw it to Eddie for those that are asking. What's the tip of the week?
What is this tip of the week?
Hold on.
Who is it?
Who got it? Who got it? Who got it in the
Tempted
chat?
to say it, but I don't want to.
Hold on. Who got it in the chat?
What's it?
What's the tip of the week?
Don't say it.
It's taking them a little time here.
I like that one.
Sort of.
Justin.
I think we got it. Yes.
Grillionaire is
White from the back.
T. Justin Card, Grillionaire, one of those two. Anyways,
Yes.
Eddie. Grillionaire. Okay,
The
we're going
power
Grillionaire.
of trends.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a lot of power there. Yeah, talking about this. Here, you know what the thing is? Power of trends. Higher probability of success if you're watching the trend. Trading with the trend increases the likelihood of better outcomes. Aligning with market momentum, sort of being one with the market. Also, clear direction. I mean, trends provide that roadmap, helping traders stay focused, avoid second-guessing decisions. And what's going to help with this, there's going to be a lot less emotional trading. Following the trends reduces that urge to overreact to a short-term price move. And that's what I got here for Power of the Trends.
Yes.
You, Andre.
Our judges behind the scenes say Grillionaire is the winner. Leverage the power of trends. Leverage the power of trends.
Good job.
Grillionaire. Congratulations. Hit us up. We'll reach out to you perhaps, and we'll get you a little something there. But great job. Good stuff there, Eddie. Gabe also.
Pay attention. Pays off.
Indeed. Number 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then that's about it. Got speakers.
Minor number here, but we'll get it out.
Well, EU Eurozone confidence got a red sticky by it, but let's see.
Red sticky.
That's what we call them, red sticky. Oh, hold on. Oh, we've got something behind the scenes. We're seeing.
What's going on?
Hold on, Danielle. We have to throw it to the judges here.
We
We're starting to see
this.
some. Who won? Who got it first? Who got it first behind the scenes? There is. Hold on. Sorry about it. Sorry about it.
Here.
Sorry about it. Let's get back to the numbers.
That red sticky thing. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. A little indecision. Oh, man. They're telling me, shut up, Andre. Let's get back to these markets. All right. 18,230.
15 minutes. 15 seconds.
Grillionaire reaches us at the email TopStepTV at TopStep, and we'll hit you up. 52.61 last trade in the ES. 50-50 on the tilt.
Here goes Nasdaq.
Yep.
New highs.
I'm with
Blowing
you,
through it. That was clean. There's no resistance on its way up. It was just down to 200, right back into those 250s. Still seeing that volatility. Still big. These are still big moves in retrospect, comparing it to like last year. Like we just saying, like 50 points, minute, right there, like nothing. Still a volatile market.
30 seconds.
Session gap closes at 18,261.5.
It's
Friday.
the other one.
Gold back to IB low. I want to buy it with the equities rallying.
Tesla just keeps going up too. I agree with you, Jack and Andre. It's going to be very interesting to see how all these companies are viewing the next 12 months or so with all this tariff. There's the news.
All right, Richmond hitting the wire here right now. They were looking at a -7 prior, -4, but coming out here -13. Richmond Fed here, negative 13 on that.
We're looking on that Eurozone. Still not out yet. Where is your Eurozone confidence? There it is. Worse than expected.
We also have Trump speaking today, huh?
We do. Oh, yeah. How about?
No, I don't think so.
At a swearing-in ceremony?
Duct tape.
Yeah. Well, not till 3 p.m. Central. See if he gets going earlier.
That's right.
Come on. Who's there?
Somebody order Uber Eats?
Hey.
You
know who it is. What's up, man? That's Michael Pataka, everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
The founder and CEO of TopStep. The props.
How you doing?
How are we?
What's up,
Michael?
man?
Good to see you.
How are you?
What up, Johnny? Can't wait,
doing?
Johnny. We have dinner here. We have dinner in a week.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, big time.
John, you
Very
got
excited.
any levels? You got any levels? It's typically the first one.
Johnny, you got any levels? What's
There
your
it
levels?
is.
I got levels. Weekly
Go to
kickoff
you-
high in gold.
Weekly kick. Okay.
To the
Right
tick.
now, weekly kickoff high in gold. Okay.
Yep. Just went back to high below.
$7.99.
Missed that.
Dakota, nice. Dakota, I ended up the day up yesterday, 250.
Oh,
I was down 750.
He's back.
that's all. That's a great day.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make
That's
all
a
my
great
money when
day.
you don't see it. I'll tell you about it.
Mm.
I'm sure.
Don't get me started on that one now.
Once a trader, always a trader.
But I feel good. I mean, like, I'm kind of getting back into trading because it's a new. There's no way I can trade the Nasdaq, and I get why Janny talks like that. Every time I do it, it just itches at you when you have a loser to get right back in. It itches at you so damn hard, and for a guy like me and a personality like me, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. S&P's the temperament is one of which, and John's always watching S&P, so that is a guy I like to.
Hey, heads up, tilt in the Nasdaq, 74% long right here at the highs. 74% long in the Nasdaq, average price of 18,214. So they are in the money as we are about 8 points off the highs. Keep an eye on that. 70% long.
Session gap high 18,261.5. Just put in that high right there.
Short it. So 260s trading 74% long. Nasdaq around 18,260. 70% long in the ES at the price of 52.64.
It's looking up.
Dakota made
We
10
might
bands
find
yesterday.
10 bands indeed.
10
Where'd you
bands,
read that?
100 grand, isn't it? What's a band? $1,000?
Yeah, but I thought band was 10 grand.
I used to have it all rate. A rake is
I
like
bet
a million. Remember, we used to have it all. I had it all written out. It was
yes,
on
you
my
did.
monitor. Right? I'm like, I want to talk to lingo. I'm gonna know how to talk to lingo.
You got a stack. You got a band. You got a guap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, band is
Band is 1,000. There we go. Band is 1,000. What's
1,000?
10? 10 a stack? A rack?
A rack.
It's a rack. Sticks.
Rack
Yeah,
is
sticks a
good.
million.
Racks on
Buddy of
racks
mine
on
goes, yeah,
racks.
my guy just made 100 sticks. I'm like, what's a stick? He's like, 100
Next
or a
thing,
million. I
right.
go, the guy made 100 million. He's like, oh yeah.
And then there's a brick.
Who are you
Yeah,
talking
brick.
to?
I know.
I can't say, but it was.
Tony S. What's up, Tony S? Straight from the streets. No, I just listen to a bunch of hip hop, man. That's all it is. What's up? Yeah, the mean streets of Palatine, Illinois, man. Hoo. What's up, Tony S?
That's where you grew up?
Palatine, Illinois.
John,
Okay.
you don't know. You didn't know that till now.
Man,
Program.
No.
man.
You grew up in
Oh,
Norfolk, right next to Palatine.
yeah. All the same. It's all one big blob, one big bubble.
Different generations, Johnny. No,
Oh. That's true.
Ouch.
Get you Bob Chins.
Bob, Jesus, right.
I split the difference of you guys age wise, so you all have it.
Yeah, I have, Jay. Them cheeks clapping, and they're not using hands. 52.67. 18,267 in the Nasdaq. I got Jack on that one. Hogs ripping.
Nasdaq's still pushing.
Mm.
Traders are getting paid. Tilt's getting paid.
Tilt is getting paid right now.
Order filled.
This is like the
Up,
inverse of
going.
yesterday, where we had like 12 straight 15-minute candles in the red. Now we're just doing it to the other side.
Mhm.
Just living within 5-10 points of the high of the day.
Holding up here.
Yeah, Sunday's gap, 381, 380s, 370s, 380s.
Oh, it's coming
So
here. Eddie. Oh,
I
AMP.
want to short this market so bad.
Favorite duos joining us here in about 55 minutes. We got 0-day J and Cove Trade joining us on Fast Markets, making their Fast Markets debut.
Oh, fast markets. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. To balls of
Yeah.
energy. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
You can say that. You know,
Call
they're
them.
dying to meet you, Michael. So if you'd be so kind just to say hello, and you can take it from there. But
I do. I got to leave at top of the 2 hours from now. I have
Okay,
a
cool.
meeting.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. Absolutely fine.
Dakota, you see my post on Twitter just right now? In
Update
relation
me, man.
to Peter.
Just now, I haven't
Also
looked. I know
related-
Peter Brandt replied to me.
Oh, here we
He
go.
sent a
This
long
thing.
post. I haven't read it.
This
But
thing.
haven't seen it.
Just basically, I've reached out to pretty much all the futures prop CEO, executives, owners
Heavy long
with an
tilt.
email about putting a SRO together. An SRO, they do it in a lot of industries that are new.
What's
Is
an SRO?
a self-regulated organization, association, or however you want to call it.
Sure.
Still,
Like the
it's just a
NFA.
group of all the players in the space all agree to like this is the way in which this industry needs to move in this direction. Doesn't do anything with price,
Order
delusional
filled.
prices or blah blah blah.
No,
It's
I
like,
mean,
you're not gonna, if you're gonna have a prop firm, you're gonna take people out. If you're going to if you're gonna talk about people that are with their upside, you're gonna talk about people with their downside. We do that with shoulder tab. We talk about all the people that are getting crushed and why they're getting crushed and things like that. Kind of the same rules, similar rules that a regulated body, like call it an introducing broker, would have to follow.
I love it.
And then we're all members of it. We're all members of it. It's called Trader Evaluation Governing Association, TIGA. I've already put it together years ago, and we kind of like tabled it due to some like the industry and everything that was happening. New administration is really the CFTC and everything is from what we're understanding is going after fraud, but they want to see that these new companies, these new ideas, these cryptos, and these are able to work together and also talk to them proactively.
Oh.
And then we'd ask the CFTC and we'd ask the CME to be a part of this as an observer or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. So it's our college try at putting the industry together in a healthy way, especially with all the number of new props that are popping up. And I just emailed a couple of the brand new ones too. They just popped up. So
Interesting. Yeah, I love it. I mean, everyone knows, and I see a couple people in the chat actually recognizing that. FINRA is also one as well. The New York Stock Exchange. There's a couple big that might think they're part of the government, but they're not.
Yeah.
They're self-regulating.
NFA self-regulated.
NFA, yeah.
What is it? Yeah. Technically, that's what. Now, what we're trying to do is be a layer, above. We're not like enforcing. We're enforcing basically. If you're a member of TIGA certified, don't trade with a prop firm if they're not TIGA certified. People are like, well, I don't know if they're going to shut up shop. Well, if they're TIGA certified, then you're going to have a hell of a lot more confidence because each quarter we do an audit. Everybody does an audit. Everybody pays a dues. They have a third party, the TIGA entity owned law firm that backs it or that does the audit. It's not like my law firm. Everybody has their own law firm, regulatory law firm that they should be working with. Those all law firms talking to one that SRO is a client of. And then if TopStep gets kicked out, then we're getting kicked out. We got to take the sample away and we're like, hey, we were not following the rules of how we did X, Y, or Z. So You got to do something. They did in the cannabis space. In the crypto space is pretty wild west.
Oh yeah.
Their whole premise is to stay decentralized or off in la la land. But
I want to talk to you about that. I want to touch on that a little bit more here, Eddie, Michael. I want to hear more about that, what the response has been like. The new highs in the ES, new highs, Dow, new highs, Nasdaq as well. With that being said, you know what's going on right now. Season 2 of the VIP coming to an end. But guess what? Season 3 started very, very shortly. Those signings have started last week. So that being said, Eddie, let's do it, my man.
Yes. Andre, I got a question for you.
Would you like to be a Top Step VIP?
Would you?
Yeah. Hell
I think everybody should.
Top Step VIP.
Well, let's do this.
Here we go again.
All right.
I demand more. I want it, I need it, and I'm gonna have it.
All right. As you know, we have our VIP, and scouting for new traders is Top Step VIP. Soon, very soon, we're going to be drafting 10 new teams. It's 500 more people for the VIP. So sign up in the check-in form. There it is, posted to the top. Thank you, Mr. Dolby Time. It's going to be up here until 11 a.m. Central Time. So you got some time. Get yourself signed up there. This is the second one, number 2. VIP form number 2. The more you're here to check in, the more entries you're going to have for the draft. So Top Step VIP, you're probably saying, well, if you're new here, what the hell do I get? Well, you're going to be getting 3 months free trading combine, 2 free resets each month. Of course, that private team chat room, exclusive access to your coach and special events. And remember, there is no activation fee. So stay tuned this week for more check-ins, and make sure that you're here for Top Quiz Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because we do have 25 winners will be drawn for additional entries into that raffle for a VIP. And that's what I've got here. Once again, Dolby Time, pin that up to the top. Don't miss out on it. And that's what I've got. And passing the ball back to Andre. There you go, Andre.
Thank you, Eddie. Yes. We're also going to countdown clock with how long that form will be pinned to the top of the chat. But this is check-in scouting form number 2. So make sure you play Top Quiz, help you get an additional check in there as well. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. We made some new highs there. Crude finding some buyers as well. $63.41. MP. This SRO, self-regulated organization. What does it stand for? SRO organization.
Self-regulated organization, I believe.
What has the response been?
You should just get registered with. What's that?
This is not the first time that we've tried something like this. We've tried to form something like this. And what's the response this time around?
There's just a lot more players in the space. And I don't think anybody here wants the prop industry to go away. I don't want an FTT, whatever, that fast track, whatever, like blow up, like, it's, here's the bee's knees of all things. And everybody goes there and then they pull the rug. I don't. And I think it's such a great look. There's a failure rate in this business, period. Whether you're trading at a prop or you're trading at a brokerage, and people say we take advantage of failure in the prop industry. We don't. Failure's always been that. We're the ones trying to help you. So who in the space is trying to help you get better? Maybe die by 1,000 cuts. How about that? If you just are shitty at trading, you're dying by 1,000 cuts. That's way better than I did when I lost 90 grand out of the gate. So you can find out slow and steady. What's that?
Oh, when you lost $30,000 accounts in the markets with a brokerage account, the market took your money. The market,
the market took my money, and it took all of it. Takes it all in a day. So, brokerages in my history have never slowed me down. They've never knocked on my door and said, hey, is everything going okay? They've never done any of that. The only thing they have said is you can trade when you deposit. Okay? That's what I used to do. So that was one option. That option's been around forever. For everybody's dawn of time since here, you've always been able to go to a brokerage. And prop firms pop up in 2010 when TopStep started it. And I'm not saying prop firms have been around. Prop firms where you can be anywhere you want on the planet, showcase your ability on a simulator that did not exist until we started it in 2010. Now, 15 years later, there's hundreds of folks out here of sorts, big, small, and all around, FX to futures, blah, blah. But this is really a futures focused one. And it's basically saying we are here to help better the industry. Now, there are people that are skeptical, and rightfully so. Dakota and I were talking to Peter Brand is
order filled.
Sim only ones. Now the sim only ones, I have my rub on that one, because if you're sim only and everybody on the planet is sim only, then you have no market participants, and you need to make and help develop market participants for the better of the industry. So who does that? Prop firms do that. They help you respect risk and your downside. Because when you go into your own personal brokerage account, your downside is the end of the rainbow of how much you got in that account. At least at props, they can help you respect risk a little bit more. Now, there are other ones too that help to kind of stimulate your endorphins to get you to extrapolate how many times you can do X, Y, and Z. If I can make $200 and I do this 10 times or 100 times or 1,000 times in different accounts, I'm that type of trader. Well, no. So that's trying to get people to go in the industry to go in the right direction. The spirit of the funding space is to show you can trade to yourself and to the prop firm, and then unlock the ability to trade and keep a percentage of your profits.
Yeah.
So that's just something that's really important, that we need all together do this. Now, we're all in this together, and this is everybody's paying attention here too on chat. There's everybody on Twitter. If you're a trader, you're in this together. Because if you're just like, no, screw that, blah, 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 then you're really cutting your opportunity off, because you want this industry to be here to give you the opportunity, or it goes away and you can go back to trading your kid's college fund in the brokerage account. Because if you're bombing combine accounts or evals or whatever, you're probably going to bomb your personal brokerage account. Let's be honest here. I would say there's a high likelihood you're going to make the exact same decision on your prop as you would on your brokerage. Probably. And if that's being said, then you need to look at it and say, man, I've been ripping through accounts. And I need to get myself better. So there's just a lot to this. And if you get the whole industry looking at this in a way, the executives or whatever, then sets it on a good course. That's the goal. It's just to do that.
So, Michael, would you say that TIGA and this, SRO, this whole idea is to have all the firms keeping themselves accountable in the protection of the traders?
Correct. What you say is what you do. That's another thing. What you say is what you do. If you don't do what you say, then that does, the CFTC is like, oh, that's fraud. You told the guy you were Madoff. You told him you're going to take his check and you're going to give him 10% a year, So, so it's both. Here's the big thing. It's to protect the space and also really validate the importance of this in the space. Prior to this, there was no bridge into live trading. It was just, here's a demo account. Go test our platform. TopStep came around and said, here's a demo account. Now go show us you can trade on whatever platform we offer you. We used to say, pick whatever bat, ball, and glove you want to use to go out and play. We're going to watch you on the field and see how you perform. So it really should hopefully do that. It's a big process. There's going to be maybe some people on there, like when we all do a Zoom together. We're getting guided and helped out by some regulatory counsel here, and I think the new administration really wants to see the regulatory body under the new administration really wants to see this type of mature. Hey, we can work towards high level self-regulating ourselves. And we're not going to be like, hey, what are you doing behind the scenes? We're not. But you'll get. Remember, you'll be audited and things like that. And you're opening up your books. You're opening up the way in which you do things. So then you're not going to say what's in so-and-so's books or our books or blah, blah. You're just going to go, the criteria of which we all agree to. Then we'll be like, okay, now audit everybody on that criteria. And if everybody's under that thumbs up, then they're still part of the member and they can still hold themselves out as a TIGA certified. And then we can really market to everybody out here. you should only work with TICA certified. If you're nervous about the space, you should work with TICA certified
I like that.
firms. That's kind of
I like that. Sim's
Green
best way
check
to
mark by me.
yeah.
Green check. Where's the check marks at?
Order filled.
People being able to start and work your way in this. Yes, paying a monthly fee. Yes, you are. You got to understand. You put your, like my MP said, you put your college fund in there. Keep in mind who we're competing against. We're competing against Citadels. We're competing against the robots, the ATSs. This is the best way to learn. You get caught up to speed with different type of market environments, different players, learning what different personalities in the markets are. You can just go all in, fund your own brokerage account, and we'll just take it from you. I mean, these algos will take it from you. You got to learn, and that's how we.
Andre, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this. They want to jump on the moving train and start calling the shots. We don't even know the rules to the game. That was made apparent a couple weeks ago with price limits and things like that. We're still learning the rules to the game, which is okay. So let's learn slowly and let's learn together, and we'll all profit in these definitely
new
unique
people
times.
entering. There's new people entering space all the time. So we're all working towards helping them start on the right direction. They may not get fleeced like I did in the very beginning of the market. To give people a fighting chance, and next thing you know, maybe they pop out and they're top of the leaderboard of whatever firm that they're at, and they've made a difference in their life that they were actually going to markets to do. They found that. 95% of people don't find that because they fail within 6 months of active trading.
Fleeced. On that note, one thing that's really underrated, I tried to mention this, and I know you mentioned it a little bit last night, is focusing on the idea and the failure rate, right? The failure rate's the failure rate, and that's not going to change whether you're trading a live account or you're with a prop firm. What is super underrated that prop firms offer is you can't just go to a brokerage, give them $50 and trade like you're doing what we're doing here at a prop firm. Like that is so underrated for what has grown TopStep and grown the futures market. You want the futures to grow, right? And so you have a percentage. I don't know what that percentage is, but you have so many more traders who now has access to learn how to trade and to trade the futures that will eventually become, the volume that the CME and everyone wants, and to become a live funded trader and actually be trading and pulling money out of these markets for something they probably would never have access to if they wouldn't have a prop firm. For $50.
We used to back in the day have to have 5,000. Now you can. They used to market. I think some firm was saying $50. What does that give you? A micro, and if it goes against you, get a margin called on a micro. I mean, isn't that right?
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah. Failure is so much less costly now. Failure is so much less costly now. It's
barrier of entry. That's the.
It's a golden age for prop firms. It's the modern day prop firm, in my opinion. So when we're talking, when Peter gets on here eventually, I'll talk to him. He's very traditional on prop firms, which is fair. But there's evolution happening.
You said it, man.
Technology.
Golden age indeed. All right,
Okay,
take a look at these markets. Starting to push up in the yard, grinding. 52.76 last trade in the ES. Highest session 52.80. Keep it on that tilt. We've seen some long tilts in Nasdaq and ES, just about 70%. So nothing too wild. But we do continue to grind higher here. 18,306 high put in the Nasdaq. We're about 20 points off of that right now. Dow up and to the right. Gold just chilling right now. 34.40 again. Overnight all-time highs of 35.09 in 90 cents. But tilt's starting to has been leaning a little heavy to the long side. All right.
Well, makes sense because we are about 5 minutes away from this candle closing, which will be the 10th straight 15-minute candle in the green for the ES.
And yesterday was all red.
Yesterday we got.
It was just the exact opposite.
10? Yeah. 10 down?
I mean,
10 up.
That flush out.
What up, MP? What's up, MP? What shirt are you wearing today?
What's
that shirt?
My wife got me this one. Aspen Hockey.
That's cool. Oh, look at you.
No, you're a hockey guy now, aren't you?
Leafs.
You're really in the
What's the
hockey,
name?
aren't you, Michael?
You look so Colorado these days.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm watching playoff hockey right now, and my God, they rip.
A little different than your intramurals.
How they
different than
how
your
they work
intramural team, Michael.
puck, how they skate.
Yeah.
It's just like their hand-eye coordination. You're just like,
Coming your way, Jamie.
wowzer.
I'm glad to see that you're into hockey. Remember we went to that Hawks game years ago?
Order
We
filled.
sat there and we broke the game down, rules and everything. You've come a long way, young man.
He plays hockey now, Eddie. He's on a hockey team.
I know.
No, I did. You know how they do the Crosstown Classic?
It's like,
Crosstown
here we
Classic
go.
in Chicago, Eddie?
Yeah.
The Cubs play the same day the Sox play. Also, that exact same day, it was the playoffs of the Blackhawks. I did all three games. I did the Cubs. I did the Cubs. We had to do a beer and a hot dog at each one of them, and we wouldn't just run out in like 2 innings or something like that, 3 innings. Then you had to drive the other
something like that.
beer and a hot dog. Blah, blah, blah. And we ended it at the Blackhawks game, and Kaner got a hat trick. And I was just like, everybody's throwing.
Oh,
it was the
top
best
it
game.
off, man.
Yeah,
Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
I wish he was still a Blackhawk, but what are you gonna do?
You see him running around, bowling bear. Yeah,
Kane's might come back.
He was definitely out about. All right, we're coming to the bottom of the hour here in about 4 minutes. JD, come on in. Payouts and P&Ls. Also, JD, nice trade this morning in opening call, up $1,100 in the house account. We haven't taken a trade yet, JD. Dude, payouts.
That's fine.
Talk
That's fine.
Talk to us about that trade, man. That was really sweet.
It was the opening range trade. Again, we look at that 1 minute opening range in gold. 7:20 a.m. Central Time, right when the bell rings, and we just play the breakout from there and nailed it today. Took a nice piece of that move. Didn't catch the whole move. We're trying to catch the whole move, but yeah, we got $1,400 out of the trade, and then we dropped a couple trading crude oil after that. Dropped a few bucks, I should say, but yeah, $1,400 dinger in gold to start the day. Nice little cushion.
Great trade.
Don't blow it, guys. All right.
Is that a dare?
Wow.
I know you guys. All right. Yesterday's best live funded P&Ls. We got some decent names on this list. Brannarin up there, trading the Nasdaq, $12,062. You're looking at Mr. Dakota
Order
right
filled.
there. Look at that. There he is trading the NQ yesterday. $10,565. Nice job. Matthew S., we're going to see his name again in just a second. Took a $25,000 payout on Friday and then put up $8,900 yesterday, trading the NASDAQ. Big shout out to Matthew S. Secante, also trading the NASDAQ, $8,802. And Nato Trades, number 25 on the big board, $8,287 trading the NASDAQ. Nice job to all these live funded traders.
Wow, number 2. I know that guy. Know that.
Number 2.
Well done.
Looking right at him.
Good job.
All right. Here are your payout numbers. These payouts came from Friday. 4 of these payout traders are in the top 30 live funded traders here at TopStep. Joswell, Dion, and Riaz. Joswell and Dion are both in the top 25. Riaz is ranked, I believe, 29th. But big numbers from these guys. Joswell, 45,000. Dion, 43,600. Anthony, 26,128. Matthew S., we just saw him on our P&L board a second ago. $25,000 payout request on Friday. And Riaz, $25,000 also. Real traders taking real money out of the real live markets. Dakota's short. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, keep going. We could touch base when you're finished.
That is it. Pro ball trading here, guys.
Yeah, that's right, Dakota. What price? How many?
Short 1 mini, 268 quarter.
19,000. Get out of here. 18,268 quarter. MP says, let's hit us with some questions while Dakota's in this trade. Any questions from Michael? Any questions for MP about the space, Top Step, or just getting to know Michael Patak, the man, the myth, the legend himself? What do we got here in the questions? We'll do rapid fire. MP likes these. Where else are you going to get that?
I think one other thing with the SRO will be firms working together in a way. There are networks out there, guys. We're catching them. You'll hear more people getting their trading revoked. Networks of people working together. Networks. big ones. And I can't imagine TopStep's the only firm that they're hitting, whether it's firm-to-firm hedging, whether it's multiple traders hedging together or whatever. That stuff is going to be, it's getting all found through the eye in the sky, and that's just us. And we know other firms out there have the same issues they talk about. So it's really bad in the FX space, from what I heard.
I can imagine.
So that will be probably on the agenda of that coalition group, that the SRO.
Right, what do we got here? Is TopStep at risk of going away, Michael? Is TopStep at risk of going away or shutting down?
No.
I added short 3 266.
Short 3 18,000
MES 5273.
5273.
Good job with the entry. What are you looking for?
Lower 200.
40.
So 201, 206 down that area.
Order filled.
I'm in 3 minis, so I'm going to close out one. I could close out 1 or 2 on our way there.
Ooh, I like that. Moves your average price up on a break even if you wanted to do all that math.
We'll see. These 240s are very important. If we break below these 240s, I think we have a clear path lower.
I like that one, Hogue. All right, house count short from 273, 3 micro, Jack? 3 micro ES. 5273. All right, got a question. Quick question, MP. Here we go. How did he come up with the name TopStep? I'll throw you a softball, and then we got someone else coming here. How did you come up with the name TopStep?
Go to John's screen. Go to Johnny's screen, main screen, and then he'll share with you. To be the best trader, biggest trader, most liquid trader, the slinger of all size, you had to register to stand on the top step of a trading pit. So when you see TopStep, it means literally the best traders, the best traders. So when we try to be the best and we try to develop you towards the best, those are the guys that stood on the top that we kind of pay homage to a bit. And I got to stand on the top step. I worked my way up from literally the bottom step as a new trader, and you could keep taking steps up. You stood in the same spot every single day you traded. You couldn't move around and be like, what are you doing over here? You were over there yesterday. So you guys stay in the same spot. And then I would just move up until I got the top step. You could see over the pit. And you're going to sell you 50, sell you 50. You can go down to the guys on the bottom. I'll sell you one, I'll sell you one, I'll sell you one. Because those are smaller traders. I sell you 100, I'll sell 100, 100. And then you go down to the guys that are smaller traders. Guys that are biggest traders all sit at the top. So you had to register. Johnny had to register. He was one of the biggest traders in the S&P pit. That's where the name came from. And it has a lot of meaning in the future.
Yes, it does. TopStep, indeed. Where'd you come up with the name Combine? How about that? Combine. I pushed that
NFL has a combine.
I did not like that.
Yeah, NFL has a combine. I liked it from the beginning, and then like eval came out, and all that. I mean, it is an eval, but like we're more sporty over here, and we're gonna have a little like fun with this too. NFL has a combine, NBA has a combine. Players come in from all over, and they showcase their ability out on the field. We started off as a scouting agency, not TopStep. It was Patak Trading Partners. We're a scouting agency, and we're going to just see you trade on a simulator, and then we're going to back you if you're trading well. No different than taking notes in the bleachers while you have players out there running the 40 and the agility and the high jump and all that. Who's that guy? He just killed it on all those record on all. Yeah, come to my office, talk to me. Okay, we're bringing you up to the big leagues. That's the concept on the trading comp.
What else we got here? Where'd you come up with XFA? We're gonna do a little history lesson. These questions, come on, you guys have any tough questions for Michael? You guys have Michael Patak here. We're doing a history lesson. We'll do it. Where'd you come up with XFA, Michael?
It was like a stepping stone. It was stepping stone to your live, so you could get paid in it. So it was like an express way to get to your funded account. I still don't know if I ever fully liked the name, but yeah, we used to have funded trader preparation. That was another one.
Ooh,
you technically are funded trader the minute you pass the trading combine, because now you're able to get funded and get paid from your actual trading.
This is wow. They are running out of questions here. What are here? I guess it's gonna be a history. Tim B. What's up, Tim B? What was the hardest part of starting Top Step? What are the hard questions, guys? Come on, bring the heat.
Hardest part about starting Top Step, when I first started, I had to fund a company. It was an idea that I got started on as a prop. I had to showcase my ability, and they backed me. So I had this idea that I had to back with my own capital. I had to pay payroll. I didn't raise capital, and I had to fund traders. So to fund traders, I then bomb the account, because there always is, and a percentage of them. There's always a large percent, because a small percentage are the good ones. It's not, a small percentage of people are very good at any endeavor in life. That's professional wise.
Order
so
filled.
Doing that was tough. Like trying to make payroll, trying to grow the company, court of public opinion that you go out on Twitter world with, while you also need to develop and hone the program, because you're going to have people game in with networks that work against each other, and they're all trying to extrapolate as much money. If you have a company that sends money out the door, you will get people that will bad actors. We have groups out of China. There's one in Spain. There's one in UAE. I'm not going to keep naming all the other ones, but we
order filled.
So it's all that. Yeah, it's all that. You're just going to get your trading revoked, aka banned. If you have chargebacks here, you're going to get banned. All these things, they just don't want to deal with that anymore. So you get this all bad actors, and you get these people trying to game. You get these people stealing credit cards. You get these people racking up a bunch of things on their credit card and then saying, all right, I don't want all that back because I didn't do well. That's that whole thing. While you're trying to run a business, while you're trying to have a good culture, and while you're trying to also come out here and trade, because you really primarily like trading the most out of all this and being around other traders. So all that working together for 15 years. I'm lucky I don't have more gray, but we've had an incredible team. John joined me 15 years ago, ish, right there, right?
Coming up,
and then
that,
John
in
and
a couple months.
Dre, we've been talking for
up to
this
14.
solid 15 years. Now we got Jack, you got your JDs, and you got
Where's the
all these.
question?
Dolby's been here. Dolby's been. So then you start to running a good operation. And your motivation and your passion is towards helping traders. That sets you up for the long run, both as a company and as a community. So that's. And then you had all these folks. And they're like, hey, this guy's in our community, Nick Dolby. Bring him in house. And we've been doing that more and more.
All right. I mean, these questions that you want to get to know the man, Michael Patak. Here we go. Flyer Jim. What's up, Flyer Jim? How hard is it giving up trading versus being a CEO? What are the hard questions?
It's tough. That one's
There
the
you go.
toughest
It's
one.
tough. 2 words. 2 word MP. 2 word Tony.
I get drugged. Think about where the market is, even though we have like bigger issues that like I need to handle. Like, okay, where's the market? I don't know.
Hey, but people start liking this. We have 5,200 people watching right now. Click like, follow, and subscribe and notify. All right. So looking for some tough markets are maybe looking for another move higher here. We're kind of in a holding pattern. So
Looks
keep the
like
question. Dakota?
I'm flat.
Still in? Flat. Okay.
No, I'm flat now.
Good job. Or hold on. Oh, he's 66.
Managing risk. Look at that, managing
Do you love to win? Do you love to win or hate to lose? I hate to lose.
Hate to lose.
I hate losing.
It's
I
the
hate
athlete.
being wrong.
Yep.
But I'm so eager to what's the instant gratification feedback that I need is, oh shit, I didn't see that, or that was coming out, or that was I don't care about winning. Winning's byproduct of just doing shit really well.
Yep. You remember the losing trades. You don't really remember the winning trades.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this one. It's turning into a little story time. We got Cove Trader and Jay's
Order filled.
Top of the hour. Maybe they have some questions for Michael. He wants some hard hitting questions.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Order
Here we go.
filled.
Tell us a story about someone who told you not to start Top Step. To not start Top Step. Shit.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You know what, Michael? We had a lot of people in the pit laughing at us when we first started.
Oh yeah, you're right. The guys in the pit.
We've been
They
hired
made
out.
up profile. They made up profile names, emailed in like they were going to be a trader, just to set it up. I'm like, and then when we find out, they'd all start laughing. When those guys are nowhere to be found right now.
Selling
Who's
cars.
laughing now?
Going into
500 lot
detail.
upside. ES 5285 offered 500 times upside. 5281 last trade. New highs put at 5283.
You
Nasdaq and holding
Yeah.
pattern right now. MP. Who are those haters? Let's call them out name by name. Who did it, Michael?
No,
you can picture them in your mind right
absolutely
now.
not. I'm at some of them. No.
know who you're talking about.
We also had some guys that were like, you know what, keep going, guys. It's a great idea. So it was a little both.
The guys that if you could touch them with your tie, we used to have to wear ties, and you guys, you just have to people would have a tie already all tied up. It'd be shredded to shreds, and then it's like, hey, I'm wearing a tie, so you get through the turnstile of the trading floor because you have to wear a tie and a sport coat, which is technically this is like holes in it and it's aired out and all that. That's what everybody. But long story short, if you could touch them with your tie, go all the way around in a circle in the trading pit, they were your friend. That was kind of the joke.
Ooh, was that Phil? I got pulled.
Those are the ones you traded with.
Yup. It was the good old boys club. Literally the good old boys club. That pulled, Jay. Thank you very much. What other not a lot of heavy hitting questions here, Michael. What else we got here? No. That's about it. 25K combine.
Andre.
Yeah, go ahead.
We gotta discuss the elephant in the room, which is
what?
The music, MP.
Yeah, you want to try?
Oh yeah, what is there music playing?
We're about to.
We're about to try it out.
What do you think?
What do you think?
We can handle like a test project.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's do it.
Okay,
let's do it. Here we go.
I don't know. I don't know what the music is. It should be very low.
Yeah, I love this.
I like the murmuring of the trading floor. I personally do. It's soothing. Can we do that one?
Yeah.
Here's a little music.
Okay, here we go. Trying this.
Murmur of the trading floor?
No, we'll get a copyright strike from YouTube.
Murmur.
Come on.
But we can get that at some point.
Can't AI just make it for us?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Our own murmurs. We'll have our own murmurs on our own trading floor.
Trading for links. Go to Johnny.
Here we go. All right, here we go. We're gonna try a little music here.
I could just sing.
Here we go. We're gonna try a little. Try a little music here.
It sounds like I met your.
Guys, before you say no, just maybe a little bit of the back. We're just testing. It's just testing.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like saying that you never want to try out ice cream because you never tried it before and it looks weird. Having a bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I feel it. Okay. Oh shit. All right. Well, yeah. Okay.
I can't hear it.
Shit. Hey, 1,000 on the Nasdaq upside. 1,000 lot upside. 18,002. Where is it? Where'd you go? 18,325. 1,000 offered. Thank you, Jay.
Jesus! Wow. Okay, that's the biggest order we've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Can't really hear it. Turn it up a little bit. We'll find it. We'll find the optimal for everybody here. It needs to be low enough that it's not distracting, but also not dead silent.
We're gonna find that sweet spot here. Here we go.
You hear crickets.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Like Slipknot. Turn it up.
That's what I was saying. Okay. All right, we're gonna find our sweet spot here. 1,000 offer again. Upside Nasdaq. A little more. You
Play
want
house
one more, Mike?
music.
That's what I'm talking
Jack,
about.
what are we playing? I can't even hear it.
I can hear it. It's like some lo-fi stuff. Yeah, Gabe's turning it up.
I can hear it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Just barely.
This is too loud.
I think with 5 of us on here, maybe not. Maybe this would be kind of like a slow markets or Aaron or something. There's one or two.
I like this.
All right, what about right now? It's slow enough.
Feeling it?
Like everybody stop talking. Everybody stop talking. What does it sound like? Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah,
What's wrong with
perfect if we shut up.
Well, we'll do a
There'll be
poll
times
in
they
10
were
minutes.
This makes my job easier. I don't have to talk as much.
Yeah, there we go.
We got perfect and turn it off. So let's
Keep going.
we'll give it a good 15, 20 minutes.
Keep it going. Hold on. I like this one. Yeah. What do you think?
When you say I'm like turn it off, like how do you hear it? I can barely hear it. I can only hear it when you guys aren't.
Yeah, not too bad.
It's not bad. Hold on. You guys can barely hear it. Absolutely not. You guys can barely hear it.
Sexy.
I like it. Makes you want to trade a little bit more.
I mean, it's
Like
all,
should.
Yeah, it makes you want to.
It does. This
Got the chat
maybe we do house during this one instead of
the
this
chat
one at the
going.
same volume because it's a little bit more vibey. Anything.
Comments are cracking me
Oh,
up.
chat's feeling it. Oh, chat's feeling it. No, chat's not feeling it.
It has to grow on you. You have to like have a bite and be like,
Yeah.
slowly.
Okay.
Sink in.
Yeah, okay. Stay right
I
here.
can see this. Slow markets too.
Let's stay right here. Oh, level head. You got to go because of the background
What if
music.
we all-
Level head. Come on, you don't have to go. You
It
can
doesn't
go.
sound very level-headed.
All of a sudden, you just have to go.
What if we all just start trading better? What
What do you mean you got to go? It's just background music.
Oh, Robbie's
Here we
got a
go.
point here.
You got to pull up. Pull up.
Yeah.
You like the background music during fast markets.
I'm going to give it a 50-50.
It's always 50.
I'm voting
Right
yes.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
I voted
Oh man,
yes.
unsubscribe. Oh man.
Wow.
Lose
That's
my
sensitive.
mind.
That's sensitive. Too sensitive.
Hey, keep an eye on that 1,000 lot. 1,000 lot upside. Nasdaq, we're coming for it.
Making me need coffee.
Hey, here we go. Let it ride. Okay. Well, here we go. Michael, what do you think? What do you see? How's the polka? Wow.
I think the music just needs to be a little more upbeat, not volume-wise. Volume, I think, is fine. I do like murmuring of the crowd to feel like a trading floor, but
Yep.
also like a
1,000
little
lot
that
income.
house.
You pulled it? Where'd it go? Freaking pulled it.
God, this market just keeps.
They pull it, Jay? I mean, hey. Look at the chats are pulls off like 50-50 on this thing.
We flattened
No,
out that
you-
trade.
Where'd that 1,000 lot go?
So
Pulled. They pulled it. Ah, you silly,
plus 236.
silly goose. All right, yeah, all right, making new highs here.
On it goes.
18,333. Look at the S&Ps, 5289. Dow up and to the right as well. 39,000, but the buyers are in the house right now. Let's see if they want to keep taking this higher. Hold, man. It's dirty there. Yeah. 5288. Look at the tilt. Nothing really showing on the tilt just yet. Let this
All right.
poll cook.
All right,
What are they
Nico.
saying, Mike? What are they saying in the chat?
Nico, our boy Nico, plays soft music every day while watching Top Step. Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
This is
Okay.
called lo-fi hip hop, guys. So we were like, is there a mid-fi? Do you want a mid-fi hip hop? Is there such a thing? I don't even know what lo-fi
Hi-fi.
is. But
We're
Gabe
just vibing.
just hi-fi.
We're just vibing right now.
And maybe somebody did say design come on here. I'm a DJ. I can come up with background music. I mean, what if we find something that we all just like? Hey, this is great for fast market. It's nice, keeps me with the beat of the markets,
Yeah.
and it's only if it's dead silent. Okay, it's better than listening to your desktop fan. Going if there's dead
Yeah.
silence.
Hey, we got the poll. Hey, new highs. Damn. The buyers are in the house right now. 5289 new highs in the ES. 18,336 to the upside in the NASDAQ. Tilt. Nothing really cooking there. But buyers are doing the damn right now. Hey, poll results are back. Do you like the background music during fast markets? 46% say yes. 43% say no. 10% want pit chatter, Michael. Pit chatter. How do we do that? That's what they did back in the day. I still think that was illegal.
What do we-
I still
we call- Call it a revote, Dre. Hanging Chads, George W. Bush days.
Chaz.
Al Gore,
Oh my
hanging
god.
Chads.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. They're more receptive to it than I thought they would be.
Did you guys see Quant Tower came out? Project X launched Quant Tower, so now we can have the 10-to-1 risk to reward ratio.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Look at Yoshi right now.
Yeah, Jay likes it. I like
it.
It's good.
You're the best. You're the absolute best, man. I mean, the timing couldn't have been more impeccable. We might as well do it. That was incredible.
We'll get some more FP. It's like a test right now because now we got to go out and find a long enough list of licensed music.
Oh man.
Oh,
Gabe, you ready?
Put it on repeat and repeat.
Eat and repeat.
Let me know when ready. Oh, Michael, you're the best, man. You guys,
Why is that? Oh yeah, are you guys announcing? Well, you
we're
announced it
literally about to
yesterday.
announce it. Like we were supposed to announce it
There's
4
no
minutes ago, but we were doing the music test.
I thought you announced it yesterday.
Wait, Quantar. Yeah, this is a little bit of both. You're the best, man. I love you. Absolutely.
Now there's a platform that does 10-to-1. I mean, it is. People are like, oh, you keep saying it takes technology, or it takes all this technology to do. Other companies just do it. We have a back end that's more robust than the other one's been around, that manages all the stuff and automates all the stuff and creates accounts and sets up parameters and all that kind of stuff. So and then evaluates the fills at the end of the day to get or real time now on the new dashboard. So this is new dashboard only. Can do a lot.
Pushing higher here. Dakota flat.